Ricky Nelson, born Eric Hilliard Nelson on May 8, 1940, in Teaneck, New Jersey, entered the world already surrounded by entertainment. As the son of Ozzie and Harriet Nelson, two established radio and television performers, he grew up in a household where performance was not an exception but a routine part of daily life. From infancy, his surroundings were shaped by scripts, studio lights, and audience expectations, making fame less an aspiration and more an inherited condition. Unlike many child stars who are gradually introduced to fame, Nelson's life unfolded directly in front of a national audience through family-oriented media projects. His early exposure to performance created a natural ease in front of cameras, but it also meant that his personal development was constantly observed and evaluated by the public. This unusual upbringing laid the foundation for both his confidence as an entertainer and the lifelong tension between private identity and public image that would follow him into adulthood. The adventures of Ozzie and Harriet and rising fame. Nelson's most formative early experience came through The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, the long-running radio and television series centered on his real family. What began as a scripted representation of domestic life gradually blurred the line between fiction and reality, as the Nelsons essentially played versions of themselves. Ricky, initially appearing as a supporting child character, naturally evolved into a central presence due to audience appeal. Viewers were drawn to his relaxed charm and authentic delivery, which stood out even in a highly structured sitcom format. The show became a cultural fixture in American homes throughout the 1950s, making Nelson a familiar face before he even reached adulthood. While this exposure gave him unprecedented opportunities, it also created an expectation that he would remain forever aligned with his wholesome television persona. The success of the series ensured that any future career moves would be measured against the image of the idealized American family life it portrayed. Transition into music and first chart success. As Nelson matured, he sought to define himself beyond television by entering the music industry, a move that would ultimately reshape his legacy. His recording debut in 1957 with the song "I'm Walking" marked an immediate and unexpected success, signaling that his appeal extended far beyond acting. At a time when rock and roll was still viewed with skepticism by many older audiences, Nelson's clean-cut appearance and gentle vocal style made the genre more accessible to mainstream listeners. His version of the song quickly climbed the charts, establishing him as one of the earliest television personalities to successfully transition into a recording artist. This crossover was not merely commercial but cultural, as it helped bridge generational divides in popular music consumption. Nelson's early success demonstrated that rock and roll could be packaged in a way that appealed to both rebellious youth and cautious parents, expanding the genre's acceptance in American society. Chart-topping hits and teen idol phenomenon. Following his breakthrough, Nelson produced a string of successful singles that cemented his status as a teen idol and major recording artist. Songs such as Poor Little Fool, Travelin' Man, Hello Mary Lou, Lonesome Town, and It's Late showcased his ability to deliver emotionally resonant performances with a smooth, melodic style. His music dominated radio playlists and record sales, placing him among the most commercially successful solo artists of his era. Unlike many rock performers of the time, Nelson maintained a polished image that made him widely acceptable across different audience demographics. This dual identity as both rock star and television personality amplified his visibility, making him one of the first true multimedia celebrities. His influence extended beyond music charts, as he played a significant role in shaping how teen idols were marketed in the entertainment industry. Nelson's success helped establish the blueprint for future crossover artists who would blend television fame with music careers. Artistic evolution and the Stone Canyon Band era. By the mid-1960s, shifting musical trends began to challenge Nelson's position in the industry, as rock music became more experimental and socially driven. Rather than abandoning his career, he chose to evolve artistically by embracing a more grounded country rock sound. This transition led to the formation of the Stone Canyon Band, which allowed him greater creative control and a more authentic musical direction. The move marked a significant departure from his earlier polished pop style, reflecting both personal and professional growth. His 1972 release Garden Party became a defining moment in this phase of his career, inspired by a real-life experience where he was criticized for performing newer material instead of old hits. The song's message emphasized artistic independence and acceptance of change, resonating with audiences who appreciated its honesty. This period demonstrated Nelson's willingness to challenge expectations and prioritize creative integrity over commercial predictability. Film career and Hollywood collaborations. In addition to his music career, Nelson built a respectable acting portfolio that included appearances in both film and television. His early film work included Here Come the Nelsons, which capitalized on his family's television popularity. A notable milestone came with his role in the 1959 Western Rio Bravo, directed by Howard Hawks, where he starred alongside John Wayne and Dean Martin. His performance as a young gunslinger demonstrated that he could hold his own among established Hollywood icons. This role expanded his credibility beyond television, proving his versatility as a performer. He continued to appear in various films such as The Wackiest Ship in the Army and Love and Kisses, the latter directed by his father. These projects allowed him to explore different genres while maintaining a connection to his family's entertainment legacy. Although music remained his primary focus, his film career reinforced his status as a multi-talented entertainer. Television guest roles and continued screen presence. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Nelson maintained a consistent presence on television through guest appearances and special roles. He appeared in a variety of popular series, including dramatic anthologies and Western-themed programs that were widely watched during that era. His role as Jesse James in Hondo and appearances in shows like The Streets of San Francisco and Petrocelli demonstrated his adaptability to different storytelling formats. One particularly memorable appearance came in The Hardy Boys/Nancy Drew Mysteries, where he combined acting with musical performances, reminding audiences of his dual talents. He also appeared on The Love Boat, a series known for featuring celebrity guest stars in episodic storylines. These roles helped sustain his visibility even as his chart dominance declined. Rather than fading from public view, Nelson successfully reinvented himself as a reliable and familiar television presence, maintaining a steady connection with audiences across multiple generations of viewers. Personal life and maternal influence. Behind his public success, Nelson's personal life was heavily shaped by the influence of his mother, Harriet Nelson. As both his parent and professional co-star, Harriet played a significant role in guiding his early decisions, particularly regarding relationships and public behavior. She was protective of his image and often expressed concern about the impact of fame on his personal development. This maternal oversight extended into his romantic life, where she reportedly disapproved of certain relationships she felt were unsuitable or potentially distracting. While Nelson valued his independence, he often found himself balancing personal desires with family expectations. This dynamic created underlying tension during his adolescence and early adulthood, as he navigated the pressures of fame alongside normal emotional development. Despite these challenges, he remained respectful of his family's influence, recognizing that their guidance had helped shape his career. However, the struggle between autonomy and expectation remained a recurring theme throughout his life. Marriage to Kristen Harmon and family life. In 1963, Nelson married Kristen Harmon, daughter of football star Tom Harmon and actress Elise Knox, forming a union between two prominent entertainment families. The marriage was widely celebrated and viewed as a natural match given their shared backgrounds and public visibility. Together, they had 4 children: Tracy Nelson, who became an actress, twins Matthew and Gunnar Nelson, who later formed the successful band Nelson, and their youngest son, Sam. The family initially projected an image of stability and success, blending entertainment legacy with personal achievement. Their household represented continuity across generations of performers and athletes, reinforcing their status as a modern American celebrity family. However, behind this image, the pressures of career demands and personal differences gradually began to surface. Despite their shared history and public admiration, the marriage faced increasing strain as both partners pursued separate paths in life and career development. Marital breakdown and divorce. Over time, Nelson's marriage to Chris Harmon began to deteriorate under the weight of conflicting priorities and emotional distance. His touring schedule and ongoing efforts to revive his music career kept him away from home for extended periods, creating strain within the family structure. Reports of disagreements and personal challenges further complicated the relationship, eventually leading to separation. The breakdown of the marriage unfolded gradually but became increasingly public as legal proceedings began. Issues involving custody, finances, and personal reputation added additional stress to an already fragile situation. The divorce was finalized in 1982, marking the end of nearly 2 decades of marriage. Although both individuals remained committed to their children, the emotional impact of the separation was significant. For Nelson, the experience influenced some of the more reflective and melancholic themes in his later artistic work, reflecting personal loss and change. The final flight and initial crash reports. On December 31, 1985, Nelson boarded a Douglas DC-3 aircraft bound for a New Year's Eve performance in Dallas, Texas. The flight also carried members of his band and his fiancée, Helen Blair. During the journey, a fire broke out on board, rapidly filling the cabin with smoke and creating a catastrophic emergency situation. The aircraft ultimately crashed near DeKalb, Texas, resulting in the deaths of Nelson, Blair, and several band members, while the pilots survived. Early reports suggested that a malfunctioning cabin heater may have been responsible, though initial investigations could not conclusively determine the exact cause. Speculation quickly emerged in the media, ranging from mechanical failure to possible drug-related factors, despite a lack of supporting evidence. The uncertainty surrounding the crash fueled widespread public curiosity and misinformation, leaving many aspects of the tragedy unresolved for years. Investigation findings and mechanical failures. Subsequent investigations by aviation authorities and independent analysts gradually clarified the likely cause of the disaster. Evidence pointed to a malfunctioning and poorly maintained cabin heater located beneath the passenger area, which had been previously reported as problematic. The aircraft, an aging World War II-era model, had undergone makeshift repairs that failed to meet proper safety standards. When the heater malfunctioned during flight, it ignited a rapidly spreading fire that produced toxic smoke and left passengers with little chance of survival. The absence of adequate fire suppression equipment further worsened the situation. Investigators concluded that negligence in maintenance and oversight played a significant role in the tragedy. Although rumors of drug involvement persisted for years, toxicology reports did not support these claims. The findings shifted the narrative from speculation to systemic failure, highlighting preventable safety issues rather than mysterious circumstances. Legacy, loss, and enduring cultural impact. Ricky Nelson's death marked the end of a remarkable career that spanned television, music, and film, leaving behind a complex but enduring legacy. As one of the first true multimedia celebrities, he helped shape the modern concept of teen idol fame and crossover entertainment success. His contribution